Welcome back, viewers, to Ref Corner. Here I'm joined with Oshane Nation, FIFA referee, World Cup referee, uh, another one in the series. Tell your story. Mr. Nation, could you tell the viewers how you got introduced into football and to a wider extent refereeing?
I've been playing football from primary school days, then into high school. I played Black School football for Wolaba High School. And then once I went to college, the journey of referee really began. When I was just doing some inter-house matches randomly, voluntarily. And then my instructor saw me and then invited me to training. And then that's where the story started from.
Okay, very good. What was your position in the earlier ages of your career, say primary school into high school? What position did you play on the field?
I am a player that can play anywhere on the football field. I can play at midfield, forward, defender. Wherever the coach needed me, I would just get up and play there, right? More like a utility player.
Okay, very good. And which primary school and high school was this for our viewers?
Primary school is that great school in the hills of St. Catherine, Brownsall Primary School. And then I went to Odaba High School.
And you played the Costa Cup for Wolaba High School?
I played the Costa Cup for Wolaba.
Did you play intercal for your college?
Oh, intercal cricket.
Intercal
I'm
cricket.
very, very talented.
Right. So persons who don't know, Mr. Nation also played cricket. So he played cricket for GC Foster, but he didn't represent GC at intercal level. Am I correct?
Definitely.
All right. So progressing now, can you tell us when you started officiating and at what age?
I started refereeing at 22, age of 22. Now I'm 32, so if you're good at math, any at all, that would suggest that that's been a decade, 10 years.
Very good. And for persons who don't know your educational background, you're also an educator, right?
Yes, I studied at GC Foster College. I currently have a bachelor's degree in physical education and sports, otherwise known as advanced ramping. So, of course, I also work at Inwood High School as a teacher.
All right. And some years ago, you started this program where you trained youngsters at your school and within the community for them to become referees. Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah, definitely. So Inwood High School was the first high school in Jamaica to actually start a referee program offering whether it be outsiders or students. It actually started before COVID, but then COVID came and kind of dismantled the program. However, there are about 2 or so youngsters who have gone on from that program, and they're actually doing schoolboy football now. So it's a program that gives opportunity to the youngsters, exposing them to the benefits of refereeing. So what I do is to share my experience with them, and by doing that I am trying to inspire probably the next Oshane Nation.
All right. So a very inspiring and uplifting person at your school. Progressing now to the Manning Cup level, you officiate in the parish, you officiate at Manning Cup, and you also officiate in the JPL. In comparing those three, can you give our viewers and our subscribers an insight as how you manage, say, a Division 1 game with a Manning Cup game and the highest level in Jamaica, quote unquote, JPL?
The approach must be the same. The way you approach a Premier League game, schoolboy game, or Division 1 game, the approach must be the same, right? Doing the correct things, being consistent at all times. You don't want to develop bad habits, right? So not because it's Division 1, you're not going to put out your all. What I have understood from bad habits is that bad habits are hard to die. So for me, the same way I approach a schoolboy game, Division 1 game, is the same way I approach the Jamaica Premier League game. So for me, it's about maintaining that standard and just taking it through the entire phases.
In terms of, say, speed of play, range of tackle, how different is it for persons who don't understand? They watch the EPL overseas, they watch the Jamaican Premier League. So in comparing, say, a Manning Cup, two semi-finalists with a JPL, say a team from rural Jamaica versus a team from Kingston, how different is it in terms of pace and tackles, etc.?
I mean, in terms of technical and tactical abilities of players, in schoolboy football now, we have the Jamaica College, the Kingston College, schools like those who use a program, right? The Clarendon Colleges, the Glenmore, those teams are easy to officiate because you can anticipate, you can read the play because you can understand what they're trying to do and what they're doing. So to ref those schools in a Manning Cup or a schoolboy game, the Casa Cup game, it is very, very much easier to anticipate and read. So you get a clear understanding of what they're doing, and then you can, based on what they're doing, then you can make your decision after. So for me, comparing like schoolboy football to Division 1, I mean schoolboy football is way, way higher. Even some of the schoolboy football games are even higher than the Jamaica Premier League. So it speaks volume of those programs that are in those schools.
So onto the international stage. Can you tell the viewers when you became a FIFA referee and how has it been since officiating at the CONCACAF and the international level?
I mean, I've been a FIFA referee for the past 5 years. 5 years, and the journey has been. Has been one that is, nothing words can explain, but it's been some very, very good moments. I mean, the ability to travel and be compensated, the ability to be compensated for your passion or something that you love. I mean, I'm just basking and enjoying every moment of it so far.
Is there a game in our local setting that stands out in your memory compared to an international one?
I mean, it would have definitely be, of course, the way I was introduced onto the referee scene in Jamaica. My first big game was a semi-final years ago, Camperdown versus Jamaica College. And so saying like one of my most memorable games locally would have to be that game that I was introduced to the wider public in Jamaica. The semi-final game, Manning Cup, about 8 years ago. Camperdown College versus Jamaica College at Stadium East. After the game, all the coaches, even those who were not participating, they came and said, hey, I wanted this man to the Manning Cup finals. And I did in that Manning Cup finals that day. Charlie Smith versus Jamaica College. And that was probably, those were probably two of the most memorable games because that's how I started. That's how people started to know about my potential, what I have to offer.
Okay, as every successful person, sportsman, referee, you have highs and you have lows. What would you say is the lowest point in your referee career from your start to present?
I mean, of course, as you said it right. There are high moments and there are low moments, right? For me, the lowest moment for me would to be, impacting games negatively, getting decisions wrong, impacting teams losing a game or anything like of that nature. For me, missing a penalty and then that team end up losing the game. So those are situations that for me are my low points, and it makes me feel bad within myself because I really care and I don't want to impact a game or cause another team to lose. So for me, those are the low moments in my referee career, but guess what? Those are moments that they have to learn because experience makes you better. Experience teaches you wisdom.
Great. All right. In wrapping up, recently you went to the Under-20 World Cup. Could you share with the viewers what was the experience like? How was your selection process done? What are some of the preparations that you put in to make it a success, and how far you went in the tournament?
I mean, for any task, any goal, you have to be prepared. Of course, mentally, physically, right? So of course I went to the rudiments of physical preparation, which means that I'm on the field constantly trying to better myself, improving my fitness, improving my technical abilities, and of course we have the classroom session where we go to along to the game, video clips, video quiz, just to keep the brain and the mind, and the body fresh as much as possible. I mean, I was selected by CONCACAF, of course, to represent the region. I mean, it's not easy because there are like hundreds of referees in the region, and for me to be given that privilege of representing not only myself or my country, but the entire CONCACAF region, for me it's a great privilege, and it speaks volume to my ability or the talent that I've been blessed with. So for me, going to the World Cup in Argentina was biggest, the most memorable moment of my referee career so far. Because you always watch World Cup on TV, and for you to be there and to be a part of it. I mean, it's a great feeling, and something to be thankful to the master for me to be selected, one, and two, for me to go there and to exhibit my talents and abilities. So, of course, definitely World Cup memorable, and of course, main aim is also to go to the senior World Cup. So, but guess what? I'm taking next time as well.
All right, so well done, and you're part of greatness. So, in summing up this interview, a lot of viewers, subscribers, persons, football enthusiasts, they would have seen you on TV, they would have seen you, they'd have listened to the radio, heard your name and stuff. For a referee of this caliber, if you are to invite somebody to be a referee and the success that you have garnered so far, what are some of the parting shots that you would have wanted to tell everybody how to become a referee and what you need to do to stay in the game?
I mean, each parish have an association, refereeing association, right? So all you need to do is just turn up to training one of those days with maybe Casafa, St. Catherine, Clarendon, etc., right? It's easy to become a referee. But I want you to know that, guess what, there are several benefits that can be derived from being a referee. Oftentimes it's not spoken about, but guess what, I'm going to inform you. Refereeing, there are many benefits. One, you get to travel the world for free, right? You are being compensated for your passion, which is refereeing, right? You get the ability to make enough money so you can take care of yourself, take care of your family, right? What referee pays is much more than a 9 to 5. We didn't know that. Nobody knew that, right? I mean, they don't talk about these benefits of being a referee because they probably don't know. But based on my experience, I can tell you, refereeing is very beneficial. Not only cultural exchange, but the ability to make enough money, enough cash, so you can take care of yourself and live a comfortable life. So come on, be a referee. It might be difficult at first, but think big, dream big. Think about the international stage and what you can garner from it. Don't think about it in Jamaica alone. Think about what you can go next, or where you can go next after, propelling to the ranks in your country. There are other things you can gain, especially when you go international. That's where you start to live a little bit. Make it a little extra. For that I'm grateful.
Alright, just big up.
Ref Corner, it's a privilege. I appreciate the work I've been doing. Zane, continue.
Alright, so there you have it from FIFA referee Oshane Nation, making it big. So look out for him, viewers, subscribers, in the next World Cup that will be hosted by CONCACAF, US, Canada, and Mexico. Alright, see you again for our next one, Ref Corner.
Setting up for a corner kick, as that looks to be Frederick taking it, setting up for the in-swinger. A bevy of players in to receive. Off the line comes Rouillard. Strong punch to clear the danger. And now Guadalupe looking for a quick counterattack here with Coco on the ball. Coco taking on McFarland and gets past him. Coco, he's got room to run up the flank. Touches forward. LeBourne can't quite get to it. Well defended by Alexander.